Welcome to Droppin TV, episode number 3. We're out here today on my property hunting. We had a really good morning this morning. We've seen the Big 8 and the Big 10, but y'all have to come back next week to see how we made out. So let's take you out and see how Tyler made out in his hunt.
Alright, so this is how it starts. It's opening day of PA Archery season. I've never killed a deer with a bow before, so we're going to see if we can go out here and drop one for y'all. And we got the soybeans. We opened them up about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, I think. So I got Todd as my cameraman tonight, and we didn't go out this morning. What we're going to do is we're just going to go out and give it a shot tonight, and we're just going to give it a go.
Stand, and it would come into all this clover, and I could never get a shot at anything. They would come out of the opening and come up and then come across, just because in front of my stand was nothing but grass last year. We have all this clover, now we have soybeans here, so if they're still coming out underneath my stand like they were last year where we moved it to this year, we should be able to at least put a doe down today. So let's go see what we can get. Alright, well, it's 4:15 in the afternoon. We finally got into the stand. We had some trouble getting the climber up above mine for Todd, but after a lot of bad words and sweat and tears, not so many tears, but a lot of sweat, we're finally situated, and we're gonna get this rolling here. And it's like I said, it's only 4:15. The deer don't usually show up till 5 or so, 4:35, so we're perfect. So we're gonna set up with these soybeans out here, and hopefully we're gonna at least put a doe down this afternoon for you guys, so hang around. Alright, so everything that we have is within 30 yards, basically. All reasonable shots. To my right is 30, 20, 15 in all of my holes, and to the left, my shooting lane is a 30-yard shot. To get to the soybeans is 30 yards. So if anything is even remotely near here, I'm at least going to be able to draw back on it. It's 6:15 p.m. and we haven't seen a freaking thing. My patience is running pretty thin. I mean, last year, you know, it was nothing to see 30 deer a night, you know, from 5 p.m. on. We haven't seen a tail. I'm impatient to begin with, but, you know, when you have these soybeans here and you think that you hear about all these deer and you have these pictures, you know, they don't show up. It's frustrating, but it's been pretty warm all day, warmer than what it was supposed to be. We got here, it's about 60 degrees. It feels like it's about 52, 53 now. It's cooling down, so maybe it'll start moving here before it gets too dark. I knew we weren't going to see deer right away. I knew it was going to be late, but I thought you'd at least see, you know, a lonely doe by herself or something like that, with, you know, some little ones, but nothing. So hopefully we can get something here before 8 o'clock, before it starts to get too dark to get a shot. So we'll see what we can do. what it is, but he's big body. He has a huge neck, and it might be a really big 8 that we've been seeing on some of the cameras. So they're about 100 yards, 150, 70, 175 yards to the left. And I don't think they're going to come up this way, but just seeing them and knowing that they're here, that's encouraging. So we're going to see. Let's see what happens here. Well, it's the end of the first day here. We have deer kind of all around us. They're about 200 yards on either side. We had a really high 8-point come out, just 70 yards to the right. He would not come down. It just got too dark for my sights. I can't even see him anymore. So, needless to say, he got away. And the ones that are back here behind us, to the left, they're 200 some yards now. They didn't move any either, but there's at least 2 really big bucks coming out right here. So just because they came out a little high and low this time doesn't mean that next time one won't come out right below us. So we're gonna come back in here and give it another go again.
Tyler was so close to letting that arrow sling, so it was just too far out. But I think he's gonna have a good chance here one of these days soon. So let's head over and see how Jake and Justin made out at Dreamfield Productions.
Right there.
Now that was some amazing footage put out by Justin Ahart and Jake Patton over there at Dreamfield Productions. Them boys know how to put the deer down. If you haven't liked them yet, check out their Facebook, Dreamfield Productions. Also, the 2 winners for the breast cancer awareness hunt that Tyler and I are going to film are Laura Pettit and Rhonda Wolf. Congratulations, ladies, and we'll be in contact. Alright, so this morning we heard this little sucker scraping up this tree, and the bigger 8 was with him, and you guys will see next week's episode how that fared out. Yeah, it wasn't good, but stay tuned until next week and you'll understand why. That's all we have for this week. Make sure you guys come back next week and see how we finish out the rest of the archery season.